I'm looking for the savings and I'm not seeing them. That's funny. Hey guys, welcome back. We are currently in September, and that means holiday kits and holiday sets are starting to make their appearance at Sephora. Are we surprised? Yes, kind of, but not really. We're seeing brands come out with these holiday kits earlier and earlier every single year, and I just wanted to jump on this so you guys can see it because I know that sometimes these kits will sell out even before people are doing any holiday shopping. So I want to give you guys all of the information. Everything you need is going to be in this video, at least I hope so. So let me tell you guys how we're breaking this down. I did 2 holiday set videos last year, and this year I do plan on doing 2 again. I'm going to do the holiday sets and kits that the brands have, and then the next video we're going to have the Sephora favorites kits. They come out with these every year, and it's kind of like a hodgepodge of different brands, and they have different themes for every single bag. So that's going to be the next one. But for this one, we're going to be talking about all of the holiday kits that we're seeing pop up, and I just want to note that some of these may be around for more than just the holidays, but I wanted to include them anyways because I still think that they're things that people would be interested in purchasing for holiday gifts. I'll be telling you guys what's in every single one of these kits, so be prepared for a very long video. But with that, I'm going to be talking about the savings within each one. Some of these you actually get a pretty good percentage of savings, while other ones not so much, and we're going to be talking about that as well. Along with talking about the actual monetary value of these kits, I'm also going to be telling you guys all of my experiences with these products if I have tried them, and I have tried a lot of them. And lastly, I want to note that I think no matter what the monetary value is, I think that the most important, most valuable sets and kits are going to be the ones that you use, or alternatively, the ones that the person you're gifting them to will use. It does not matter if you get an 80% or 90% savings value on a kit. If you're never going to touch that, that's money that you spent on something that you're not going to use, so that just doesn't really make sense. I think for me, the way that I like to approach these kits, at least if I'm purchasing them for myself, it's going to be kits that I think, am I currently using them, and are they things that I want to restock? Are they colors that I'm actually going to be using? And if I purchase this kit, is it going to be too much more makeup or just another product that's going to take even longer for me to use up? Am I that committed to these products? So those are a couple of things that I personally look for. I would like to encourage you guys to make sure when you're shopping for these kits to kind of have a checklist of what you want these kits to accomplish, because it can get overwhelming. Holiday sets and kits are being thrown left and right, and it can just be a lot. And there's also that urge to purchase it because it is limited time. Trust me, I know. But if something checks off all of the needs and wants that you have for holiday kits, then those are the ones that I would seriously consider. All right, so I moved over to the side so we can pop up the visuals here for you guys. And I wanted to mention that all of the savings costs and stuff that I calculated here, I did based on the sizes closest to whatever is in the kit. So for instance, if you get mini sizes, I compared that to what the price is for a mini version if the brand has it in a mini version versus comparing it to the full size, because I'm assuming if you're considering getting these kits with the minis, it's because you want to test it out and see if it's going to work for you before you commit to the full size, if that makes sense. I also want to note that some of these kits, whether they have a bag or like a pouch or not, I didn't calculate that within the value. And I also have little visuals. I know that you guys found that helpful last time. So I have some little samples and stuff that I have in my collection that hopefully will give you guys a visual of what these kits may have in them. So I have my phone and I have my Google sheet that I made. Everyone also say thank you to my husband for helping me do the math on all of this. He is much better with numbers than I could ever be. He is an engineer, so his brain is completely wired differently than mine is. So the way that I wanted to break this down and make it a little bit more digestible for you guys is we're going to be talking about all of the kits that you get the most savings from, and then the ones that you kind of get a savings from, and then we're going to talk about the ones that you actually lose money out from. The first set that we have here is the Amika Positively Perked Up Dry Shampoo Hair Gift Set. Now, I really like the Amika dry shampoo. They have 3 levels. So they have this one that's in the kit. They have one above it that's stronger, and then one that's even stronger than those in terms of oil absorption. I like the one right in the middle, but I did use this one in the past and I do like it. I think it's really nice if you tend to get greasy hair 2 to 3 days in without washing. So this one's interesting because it gives you 2 of the same product in different sizes. It's a full size and a travel size of the Perk Up Dry Shampoo. And if you were to buy this kit versus buying these 2 products separately, then you save 31.11% buying this kit. It has a really nice scent to it. It's very light. It's a little bit floral, a little bit citrusy. I think it says here what the scent is. So I believe it has apricot, vanilla, lily of the valley, pink grapefruit, and sandalwood, which is going to be their signature scent. I really like this kit. I think it's a really good one, especially if you're looking to kind of dabble into more high-end dry shampoos. I find that for myself, I really like a high-end dry shampoo versus a drugstore one because I can really feel drugstore dry shampoos in my scalp. And I actually do have the Amika ones. This is the full size and this is the travel size, so you would be getting this within that kit. Next one we have is this Bobbi Brown Mini Longwear Waterproof Cream Eyeshadow Stick Set. I really like the Bobbi Brown shadow sticks, or in general, I love a shadow stick. I love a one and done eyeshadow look. It is always going to be my go-to. I cannot get out of the habit of just using one and done eyeshadows. Granted, I do try to play around these days with them, but if I'm trying to get out the door but I want a little something, I'm always going to reach for a one and done shadow, and these are great, even though you do get 2, but they work in tandem, which is really nice. You get the shade Taupe, which is a medium caramel, which is also my favorite matte within the shadow stick line from Bobbi Brown, and then you get the shade Moonstone. I love to use the shade Moonstone in my inner corner because it's this champagne gold that has more of a translucent base underneath of it, so you get a really nice shine, but it's not just glitter overload. And I actually have both of them right here. It would obviously be smaller than these because these are the full size in 0.05 ounces, but the minis are going to be 0.03 ounces. Honestly, with shadow sticks, they last so long that I don't really find that that's an issue, but these are the 2 shades that you would get in the kit. So here is Moonstone right here. Such a beautiful neutral shimmer. And then this one is Taupe. I always have these in my vanity because I reach for them a ton. So Taupe and Moonstone right there. Really beautiful colors, you guys. And if you were to purchase this shadow stick kit, then you would have a savings of 54%. So I think that's a great deal. It's so good if you're looking for a really nice neutral tone duo and an eyeshadow look that's really easy to achieve. I would highly recommend this kit. Next one we have is from the brand Crown Affair. This is the Air Dry Ritual Hair Gift Set. So recently Crown Affair gifted me their hair drying towel, but I do also have the leave-in conditioner that I purchased, and I haven't tried the air dry mousse, but I've heard really good things about it. Firstly, I love the scent of their products. Last holiday, I did buy the kit with the leave-in conditioner and the dry shampoo, and I really love the scent. It's like this fresh citrus clean scent that's not too overpowering. So obviously you would be getting the full size of the hair towel, and the hair towel is actually quite large. It does take up all of my hair, and I can easily like put it into the elastic band in the back because it's a really large elastic band. You do get the full size air dry hair mousse, and you get a mini of the leave-in conditioner, but honestly I still have mine from last year. Not that I use it every single time I wash my hair, but a little bit of it does go a really long way. While it is a leave-in conditioner that you pump out, I find that it's thin enough to where it doesn't weigh my hair down. But I will say that the scent kind of fades in your hair very quickly, so if you want it for the scent only, it may not be the best thing to get, but this is really nice if you want to explore the brand and if you're in the market for a really nice hair towel. I know personally for me, I can't wash my hair without having a hair towel because I don't like having my back wet or anything like that from my shower. So if you were to buy this kit versus buying all of these products separately, it is a 35.9% savings. Crown Affair is just an expensive brand brand in general. It's $75 for this kit. So I think that when it comes to these kits, and if you're looking to explore some things, it makes more sense to try to buy stuff in a kit if it is more of an expensive brand, as long as the maths, you know. Next kit is a skincare kit. This is the Dermalogica all-time great set. It is a duo and it comes with 2 full-size products. I think that alone is really impressive because Dermalogica, again, is a pretty expensive brand, but it is a very well-loved brand. People love these specifically, these products that are in here. So you get the daily microfoliant and the pre-cleanse. I have the pre-cleanse. I haven't used it quite yet because I'm working on finishing up my current cleansing oil, but that's the next one on my list. And the daily microfoliant I have used, I really like. It is such a nice gentle cleanser, and while it does have a little bit of that physical exfoliant, it's also a chemical exfoliant. It has chemical exfoliating ingredients, so that's why it works so incredibly well. But these are going to be full size and you can get it for $79, and the value of this one is $117. So all in all, if you purchase it within this kit, it's 33.05% of a savings. This one is only available in store as well. So if you can get your hands on it and it's something that either 1, you already use and love, or 2, something you've been dying to try out, then I think it's a good deal. Another hair kit is the Fable & Mane Mini Strength and Shine Hair Oiling Duo. I've talked about this recently, a couple videos back. I can't remember which one it was, but I was telling you guys how much I love Fable & Mane and how I think it really helped to kind of rehabilitate my hair last year and the year prior. It's a beautiful South Asian brand, and I found that hair oiling for me really helps with the strength of my hair, with the shine of my hair, just the overall health of my hair. And it's something that I like to do a couple of hours before I wash it. Some people can have it in their hair overnight and then wash it in the morning. I can't do that. I feel like the pores in my scalp just get really clogged and I get like bumps on my scalp. But if I do it a couple hours before and then wash it out, it is perfect. It gives me lots and lots of hydration. And they also just have a regular hair oil in here that you can put on your hair after styling to help bring back the shine and also help to strengthen the hair as you have it in. But these are going to have 0.48 ounce bottles within them. This little K18 spray sample, this is going to be 0.5 fluid ounces, while the Fable & Mane one is 0.48. So very close to what you would be getting right here. But if you were to purchase this kit versus buying those separately, which you can buy those separately, then it's a 33.33% savings. So very nice if you're looking into, you know, exploring other brands here. A set that we see every single year is the Laneige Mini Lip Glowy Balm set. They do kind of switch out the different scents, and the amount that is in here I think can kind of differ, or they have more than one set with these glowy balms. But this one is $25 with a value of $38, and you get berry, gummy bear, sweet candy, and vanilla minis. These are going to be 0.17 ounce minis. Now I know that this is going to be more of a liquid versus like a balm, but this little sample right here is 0.17 fluid ounces, and I feel like I have a mini lip balm this size. So I did grab these e.l.f. Squeeze Me lip balms. These are going to be what was it? 0.21 ounces, while the Laneige one is 0.17 ounces. So this is a little bit bigger than what you would be getting in this kit, but you are going to get 4 different ones, so 4 different scents. It does give you the variety. You have that advantage there versus just getting this. And if you were to purchase this kit, it would be a 32.28% savings. Next, we have a Merit set, and I want to say that I feel like Merit does it right when it comes to the size of the sets, the combinations of the sets, but the only complaint that I have is that sometimes they have those limited edition shades, which is great for them because it causes like intrigue and interest in and stuff within the sets, but it also really plays into that whole FOMO thing. So just make sure, again, with these sets in particular, that they are ones that have products in them that you already either know and love or really want to try in the shades that you want to try them in. So with that being said, the Merit, the Archival Lip Essential Gift Set, this retails for $52 and the value is $74. And this is really nice because it comes with all 3 full-size products and they're the best-selling shade in Archival. And they actually sent me a couple of their holiday kits. I really wasn't expecting this. I'm very, very grateful. I actually haven't even opened this yet, but it does come with the Signature Lip Sheer Lip Liner, the shade Slick Sheen, and the Signature Lip Blush in Archival. So they haven't come out with a full line of the lip blush formula right here. It comes in this kind of grayed smoked component, and this is beautiful. It's kind of like this blurry matte look that everyone is really loving right now, and it comes in the shade Archival, like I mentioned. Oh no, mine's not coming up. Hello? What's happening here? Is mine broken? It's not coming up. Oh, there it goes. She just needed a little push. So there's the shade Archival in the lip blush. I really like this formulation. They released a lip blush last year in the shade Du Jour, I think it was, and it was beautiful. I did buy that set last year because the shades, and also I really did feel the FOMO for those limited edition shades. So here are the shades that they come with. So this is the lip blush in Archival, this is the Slick Sheen, and then this is the lip liner. I feel like the shades all kind of vary, but I think that they all are in the same color family and they complement each other. The lip liner definitely looks a lot more smoky and cool, while these two pull a little bit more on the pinky side of things. This one I feel like is like a cool grayish looking color, I think. I don't know. But besides that, it is really beautiful. The new formulation of the Slick Sheens I really like. It has a little bit more opacity and it feels a bit more substantial on the lips. Like I said, I really like the lip blush formulation. I hope that they come out with a full line of this formula. And the lip liners are fun. They're not my favorite. They are going to be more of that gel lip liner, so they don't have a lot of long wear staying power, but they look really beautiful. I think the shades that they came out with are really nice. And this tends to be a lip liner that I find that I can just wear all over the lips as a lip color versus just a lip liner and having to top it with something. And as far as savings goes, if you buy this set, you get a 33.33% savings on it, as well as a limited edition product. We have another hair kit, the Moroccan Oil Good to Glow Moroccan Hair Treatment Set. This one comes with their hair oil as well as their night body serum. I got this night body serum a couple months back and I really enjoy it. It's somewhere in between, I want to say, a body oil and a lotion, in the sense that it gives you that same glow that you would get from a body oil, but the hydration from a lotion without like the body oil greasiness. This one actually like soaks into the skin really well. Not completely, you do still kind of get that like dry body oil feel, but not as bad as a regular body oil, if that makes sense. So this one, I believe you get full sizes of. It looks like these might be the full sizes, so you get a 3.4 ounce Moroccan oil treatment and a 1.7 ounce night body serum. I went to go grab mine real quick and they are the full size. So this I know comes in a larger size, but this is going to be the 1.7 fluid ounce one that you get within this kit. And then I have the 3.4 fluid ounce Moroccan oil. This is a new bottle clearly, but this is what you would be getting in that set. Pretty good. I have used a good amount of this and I'm about halfway done, but I have gotten a ton of uses out of them. They do both have that signature Moroccan oil scent to them, which I personally really like. This kit is going to be $56 with an $86 value, and in terms of savings, you would be getting a savings of 36.36%. On to some fun makeup kits. Makeup Forever, they always come out with some sort of pencil kit. They have a couple actually, but the first one we're going to talk about is the Mini Artist Color Lip Pencil and Super Boost Gloss Trio. This one retails for $29, and you get 2 of the Mini Artist Color pencils. You get the shade Wherever Walnut, beautiful shade, and then you get the shade Limitless Brown, which is something that I've had on my wish list for years now. I've never bit the bullet. And then you also get a full size of the Super Boost Lip Gloss in 01 Crystal. I think that this one, is this clear? Yeah, it looks like it's just the clear one, which honestly I'm not mad at, because Wherever Walnut by itself with just a clear gloss I have worn and it's beautiful, and Limitless Brown I know is a really nice one. And it's nice because this lip gloss is multi-use, like you can use it with really anything because it's just going to be a gloss that gives you shine. I have one of them right here. This is the one in Anywhere Caffeine, and this is the full size, so you would be getting this with the mini pencils. And let me tell you guys, I'm not mad at the mini pencils because I have had Anywhere Caffeine within my project pan for over a year now, and that thing has been going strong. So if you bought this set instead of the product separately, then it is 43.14% of a savings. Now, talking about the Makeup Forever pencils, they have their very popular pencil set. They come out with this set every year. It varies in the shades that they include. Last year it came with a black and a white, and this year it looks like they went for nude shades, and I know that this one is going to sell very quickly. I'm pretty sure that this one sells out every year. This one comes with the shade Boundless Berry, Wherever Walnut, Limitless Brown, Anywhere Caffeine, and Endless Cacao. These I think are fan favorites. Like if someone is talking about the Makeup Forever lip pencils or artist pencils, it's going to be one of these colors. It's available now, $39 for this kit. And if you were to buy the pencils within the kit, then you would be getting a savings of 37.6%, which I think is really good. And they're actually shades that I could see people wanting. Like if you like one of these, you'll probably like the other shades, you know what I mean? And you don't have to commit to the full size, so you get a variety of 5 different pencils. I mean, what's not to like? So I think it's a win-win and it's a savings. So I think that's why this kit is always so popular. It's just received so well. Next is the Way St. Bart's Trio. This one has the body mist, leave-in conditioner, and hair oil. So they're all in the scent St. Bart's. If you guys haven't smelled that one, it smells so lovely, more tropical, on the tropical side of things. So it has notes of dragon fruit, orange blossom, and tuberose and musk. It's really nice. They started with a mist, I believe, or maybe it was the scrub, and they have since expanded it because it has been so popular. But this is a really good one because it gives you a variety of products that you can try out in the scent that you love if you love St. Bart's. I have tried the leave-in conditioner. I think it's good, but it doesn't like blow me away. If I'm looking for the scent, I think that's what would appeal to me the most with this kit, because the leave-in conditioner is okay. The hair oil, I mean, I have one right here and I've never used it. I've never touched it. Maybe I should try it and let you guys know what I think. But I do have the St. Bart's body mist because my friend here on YouTube, Lauren May, she has Lauren May Beauty and Lauren May Fragrance. She loves the St. Bart's scent. And honestly, what am I other than an easily influenced influencer? She got me, and I think it's such a beautiful, lovely scent, especially if you live in a more humid, more tropical climate. I feel like this is a great all-around scent. It's nice and light because it is a body mist, but you do get some longevity from it, I notice, and it really like clings to your clothes as well. So this set is $66 with a value of $88. So if you were to buy this set versus buying all of these individually, then it's a 45% savings. Next up, we have a couple of Rare Beauty sets. So we have the Selena's Fave Mini Fragrance and Blush set. You get the brand new Rare Eau de Parfum. It's a little roller ball here. It's not a spray, but it is really cute. It looks like a mini version of the perfume. And then you get a full size of the liquid blush in the shade Happy. I really like the shade Happy. On first glance, it looks like it would be really intensely like hot pink, but actually when you get it onto the cheeks, it does look a little bit warmer, at least on me it does. So it is quite a wearable shade, and once you like powder it down, combine it with bronzer, it really does look like a bright, like warm pink. The fragrance is one that I didn't expect to like so much. It's kind of this warm, slightly gourmand fragrance. So I'll just read to you what it says. It has notes of creamy caramel and pistachio, and it gives way to an unexpected duality of rich vanilla and spicy ginger, and then it dries down to an earthy sandalwood. I've heard people compare it to other fragrances, and it seems to be widely liked. So if you were to purchase this set, it would be a savings of 37.77%. Now, the next holiday kit is actually going to serve as a savings for you guys from Rare Beauty. This is going to be a cheek trio. So they have the Soft Pinch Cheek and Lip Trio Makeup Gift Set. So you do get two blushes, you get two liquid blushes, and then you get a bouncy blush. I really like the bouncy blush formula. The shade in Worth is my favorite. I actually think that these are all in the shade Worth, aren't they? So this comes with the liquid blush in Worth, the bouncy blush in Worth, and the lip oil in Worth. I don't know why it says a cheek trio if they give you, oh, well, it says cheek and lip. Okay, never mind. So you get lip oil, liquid blush, and a bouncy blush. I think those are all really good products. If anything, I think the least desirable in this kit is going to be the lip oils, because it seems like more of a polarizing product. I think that this was misrepresented as a lip oil. I think it is definitely a glossy lip stain. If you guys have ever used K-Beauty or J-Beauty lip stains, it's very, very similar to those. So if you were to buy this kit, it would be a 35.71% savings. Personally, it is one of my favorite shades out of their whole cosmetic line. I think it's phenomenal. It looks beautiful on the face, and it works really well with my complexion, so no complaints there. Tower 28's mini Lil Softies Lip Softy Lip Treatment Set. I believe they came out with this set last year, maybe with different shades. So this one is going to be $20 with a retail value of $32. There are just these tiny little lip balms. I like these lip balms. I know a lot of people did not. I think, in my opinion, a lot of that has to do with the applicator. It's kind of like that old school ball applicator thing. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to use. And when it comes to a very tinted lip balm, it's hard to control. So again, this is going to be 0.17 ounces and this is 0.21 ounces. So they're going to be a little bit smaller than this one. But again, you do get 4 different shades in here, and these are quite pigmented, so they all look very different from each other. So you would be getting Watermelon Kiwi, which is a sheer baby pink, Red Bean Mochi, which is a sheer rosy nude, Ice Dulce de Leche, which is sheer nude with shimmer. I have Dulce de Leche, not the iced version, and that one I think is my favorite one. And then Tiramisu, which is a sheer chocolate brown. That one is new to me. I don't think I own that one, and wow, it looks beautiful. That one is going to be $20. Not bad. I mean, if you're looking at it, right, you're looking at lip balms that are smaller than this, 4 of them, and you're like, ooh, that's expensive. Yeah, it seems really expensive to me, I'm not gonna lie. But the full size of this only has 0.38 ounces within it. So you do have a savings of 30.15%. So you do save a little bit of money and you get a bunch of different colors. So personally for me, when it comes to this kit, unless you're looking to have a variety of colors, I don't know. I would maybe just look at buying one of them and calling it a day. Going back to a skincare kit, the Tatcha Mini Favorite Set. So you get 4 different products within this set, and you do get a bag, which again, I didn't include in our math here today, but this is $65 with a value of $102. And in this kit, you do get a mini rice wash, a mini matcha cleanse, the water cream, which is mini as well, dewy cream, which is mini as well, and then the Kiss You lip mask. I'm pretty sure that all of these are going to be minis, but you can purchase all of these outside of the kits. So if you've ever wanted to try it, but you can't, you don't want to fork up, what is it, $25 for a 0.5 ounce of product, I totally get it. You actually do get a savings out of this. This is going to be a 48.46% savings. But I do think that this comes with a caveat. You do get that savings. However, I think that with a lot of skincare sets, it's kind of a gateway into figuring out if you like that product to then invest in the full size in the long run. So I think it's important, especially with this kit, which does have more luxury high-end skincare. Our are you willing to purchase these full size if you end up loving them, you know? So that's like the long-term investment that you're going to be making with this kit. So while you do end up saving on the kit itself, will you be saving in the long run? I don't think so. So maybe you already love Tatcha skincare and you need some travel size things. That makes sense to me. This kit makes sense to me, you know? So think about that. Let that simmer a little bit in your head if you're willing to buy these full size or get like the mini or deluxe sizes. By all means, but that's the first thing that comes in my head. I'm like, oh, that's a good savings. But then you might actually want to buy like the moisturizer that is $65+. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so those are all the kits that you're saving a really good amount on. So the way that I should have said this earlier, but the way that I kind of broke it up is if you're getting 30% or more of a savings, then I consider that a really good amount of savings because that's going to be above what you could get on a regular like Sephora sale, like 20%, you know? So our next tier is actually going to be if you save anywhere between 15 to 29% because the cutoff right there. You see what I did there? These are debatable. I think that the ones that we previously talked about, those are great savings and these are going to be good savings. Like these are going to be the ones that you can kind of like mull over in your head and see if maybe it makes sense for you, if it's something that you can maybe purchase elsewhere or a different time, maybe during a Black Friday sale, what have you, which by the way, I will be doing my Black Friday sale video, so keep an eye out for that. Starting off strong with the skincare set from Caudalie, this is the Vino Pure Acne Prone Skin Essentials Kit. So these are all going to be within their acne line. So you get a 1 ounce of the Purifying Gel Cleanser, a 1.6 ounce of the Purifying Toner, 0.3 ounce of the acne serum, and then 0.5 ounce of the Vino Pure Moisturizing Mattifying Fluid, which I believe is their version of a moisturizer. So that acne serum, I'm pretty sure is a newer product that they've introduced. So I think this would be exciting for someone that wants to test out the serum, or maybe they want to test out the whole line, but they don't want to, again, invest in the full sizes and what have you. So let's look at these sizes here. I'm curious to see how this kind of stacks up. So the cleanser is going to be this size, the size of this Rael Miracle Cleanser. This is 1 ounce and the size you're getting within the kit is 1 ounce. So same exact thing here. The Purifying Toner in the set is 1.6 ounces, while this leave-in from Fenty Beauty is 1.7 fluid ounces. So a tiny bit less within this one. The acne serum is going to be 0.3 ounces and this little travel size perfume I have is 0.3 fluid ounces, so similar to this one. And the mattifying fluid is going to be 0.5 ounces, while this right here, this little drunk elephant sample size thing I have is 0.5 fluid ounces. So this is what you will be getting within this kit. These are the sizes of the products within this kit. I think it's pretty good if you're looking to kind of test out the Caudalie brand. When it comes to more luxury high-end skincare, again, you kind of have to think about, okay, what am I willing to invest in the long run? But all in all, if we're talking savings, this one will give you a 22.39% of savings if you were to get the set. Another Crown Affair set here, and this is actually the one I purchased last year. This is the Hair Refresh Ritual Gift Set. It comes with the leave-in conditioner, the dry shampoo, as well as a little scrunchie. I have my little scrunchie somewhere. I see that thing every once in a while, but you guys, I lose my scrunchies left, right, and center. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, but I don't even use scrunchies that much. How am I losing them? So the dry shampoo is going to be the full size, and I will tell you guys that I still have a good amount of my full-size dry shampoo. Like I said, the Amika one has kind of been my go-to anyways. It's just quick, it's easy, I know that it works. Whereas something like this where you have to brush it into your hair, it kind of has like a learning curve and you have to take more time to do it. It is a little bit of like an elegant way, I guess, to do your dry shampoo. But what really drew me to this not only was the way that you put it in your hair, but the scent. It smells really, really lovely. But I can say that this does not last extremely long in my hair in terms of the scent. It does have some pretty good oil absorbing power, but I wouldn't say that it trumps the Amika one. At least not this one, the Perk Up Plus version that I have. I think this one has better oil absorbing power, but that's not to say that the Crown Affair one is pretty good. I just have to use it maybe on second day hair versus third or fourth day hair. Like I have to start using it on the second day for me to really feel like it starts absorbing the oil properly. So if you were to get this set outside of buying them separately, it would be a 27.27% savings. I'm gonna have to look back, but I'm pretty sure it was a couple dollars cheaper last year. Next is this In Beauty Project Lifted and Luminous Travel Skincare Holiday Exclusive Set. So it includes their Extreme Cream line, the moisturizer and the eye cream. And I actually recently traveled with both of these products and I absolutely love them. I have talked about these products time and time again. I love the texture of these. They're definitely more of a thick moisturizer, but it has like this oily cream texture to it. Like you can feel a little bit of a facial oil within the cream and it just glides perfectly on the skin. It leaves your skin extremely hydrated, but it doesn't leave my skin irritated. I am very acne prone and it doesn't cause any acne flare-ups for me. And the eye cream is such a rich, luxurious experience. It feels really lovely on the eyes. What I like to do is kind of swipe a little bit under my eyes, let it sit for a minute or two to really soak in, and then I'll go in and just rub it on my eyes, or around my eyes rather. It's lovely. It's beautiful. I will say that it's kind of shocking how little product is in here, because while I was traveling, I did accidentally open it up and the jar compared to how much is in there is kind of shocking. It does say on there, so it's not like they're being deceitful, but I was like, man, they could have gone a little smaller on the packaging. It would have been nice. Granted, I think that they were going for more luxe feeling skincare. It looks like they put the moisturizer in the component for the eye cream, like the usual eye cream size. That's what that looks like to me, but you do get a like deluxe mini size of the eye cream, which is 0.24 ounces, and then you get the moisturizer, which is 0.5 ounces. So again, this is 0.5 ounces, so this is about what you would be getting for that moisturizer. And then the eye cream is in this little squeezy tube. Now the savings on this one, it's a 20.07% savings if you were to buy this within the kit. And this retails for $36. Next is going to be a Kayali fragrance set. This is the Vanilla Miniature Obsessions perfume set. This retails for $100. That's pretty expensive, right? But I actually have a little mini of the Kayali fragrance in Vanilla Royale. This is so cute and fun. I just love that this is a mini version of the regular perfume bottles versus like something like this, you know, with the perfume. It just makes it fun. It's beautiful. It's like nice to have on your vanity. Not that that's important. I think what's inside is what matters. But this one is fun because they have that vanilla theme. I know that vanilla is such a popular fragrance note. Me personally, I love a vanilla. I think that it works so well in so many different ways. You can go smoky, you can go super gourmand, you can go a little fresh. Like, it is one of the most versatile notes, I think, when it comes to fragrance. So this makes sense to me. So you get a 0.33 ounce version. So based on this, you get Vanilla 28, Vanilla Royale, Utopia, Vanilla Cocoa, and what is this last one? Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. And if you were to purchase this one, let's see, it's a 21.88% savings versus just buying all of these separately. But I will say that Huda Beauty's site, or is it Kayali's site now? I don't know if they have since separated. I think you can still get Kayali fragrances on Huda Beauty. They always have a Black Friday sale. That is when I purchased this one and I got it on a super discount. So keep that in mind if you're interested in getting more than just vanillas. Next is a skincare kit that I'm actually not super familiar with the skincare products because I have only used one of these. This is the Kosas Plump and Juicy Makeup Prep Skincare Set. So I have used the lip balm that's in here. I really enjoy it. I actually got it in a kit, I believe, and I liked it so much that I got the full size. I really enjoy it because it's one of those more thin lip balms, but I liked it whenever I was going to go work out. I don't like having a super thick, very rich lip balm on my lips whenever I'm working out if I'm cycling cycling or something, I want something that feels super lightweight, something that my hair is not going to easily stick onto, but I also need my lips to be moisturized because when I'm breathing in and out and stuff, my lips are going to get dry. So this is a great one if you plan on working out and stuff with it on. So you're going to be getting the collagen spray on serum, which again is going to be this size, this 1 ounce right here, but it's going to be a spray, not like a cleanser. And then you're going to get the Dream Beam Sunlit Sunscreen, which is 0.5 fluid ounces or 0.5 ounces. And that is going to be similar to this one. And then you get 0.17 ounce of the Juicy Lip Booster. So I only have experience with that lip balm. I can't really say, but I know that a lot of people like the sunscreen. I've heard good things about it. So if you were to purchase this one, you would get a savings of 24.75%. Next is one of my favorite products, the Lawless Mini Daisy Darlings Lip Plumping Lip Gloss Trio. Not necessarily the shades, but the actual formula. The Lawless lip glosses I think are pretty widely loved. They're a beautiful plumping lip gloss formula. They're slightly minty. I would say they're more opaque, but they can be sheared out a little bit. Like you can still wear it with a lip liner, but you can also wear it thick enough to where it completely covers your lips. I like to wear it somewhere in between. So somewhere between like a medium opacity and a full opacity. But this one comes with a bunch of the mini lip glosses, a trio of them. And you get the shade of Velvet, which is a rosy mauve, Presh, a mauve champagne, and Butterfly, which is a cool baby pink. I have Velvet and Butterfly. I don't think I have the shade Presh. These are nice. They're travel friendly. It's a great way to test out the formula as well as try out a couple of the different shades. I like the shade variety in this. Oh, that's why I haven't tried Presh. It's limited edition. So this one, if you were to buy it, it's an 18.21% savings if you got this trio. I would still recommend it though, because again, I really like this formula and I think it's a really great way to test it out, unless you are really committed to one shade, which is fine. My favorite is Cherry Vanilla and Maple Sugar. Actually, I have two favorites. So those two are very, very nice. But if you want to play around with a couple of the different shades, then it's a great way to try it, but it's not going to be like the highest savings. Now we have the L'Occitane Almond Forever gift set. So this comes with the spray oil thing. I've never tried this. I really, really want to try this though. It is the, okay, so the listing on here is really weird. When you click on it, it leads you to the Maud Vanilla Ariana Grande description. I don't know why. That's really, really weird to me, but this is the L'Occitane set. So it comes with the almond oil, like body oil, but it's a spray oil, which is my favorite form when it comes to body oils because you don't have to like pump it or anything. You can spray it right on and then rub it in. It comes with a little hand and nail care lotion, and then it comes with a mini shower oil. I've gone through multiple of these shower oils. I really want to try the body oil. This is $55, so it is quite expensive. I feel like for me, the hand cream is probably the one in here that's like less value, obviously because it is smaller, but also I have less interest in trying that one. I have my favorite L'Occitane hand creams. I actually have a ton of them, but the one in the gold tube, that one is superior. I love that one. So this has a savings of 29.49%. So it went right under that 30% savings. I think it's a good one. I think if you're wanting to test these out, it's definitely worth it. The Maison Margiela Replica Mini Perfume Coffret set. This one you actually get a pretty good amount of savings. So this is a 29.17% savings versus if you did not buy these within this kit. They come out with this kit every year as well. This one is $75 with a $99 value, and you get the fragrance Beach Walk, Jazz Club, Lazy Sunday Morning, By the Fireplace, and On a Date. I'm pretty sure those are like their best sellers. They smell really nice too. Replica for me can feel very overwhelming. So I feel like if you are anything like I am with fragrances and with Maison Margiela Replica fragrances, this is a great way to kind of get your foot in the door, kind of figure out what you want, not just have like a mini spray that runs out super quickly. Like you will have time with these. You'll be able to use these a little more than if you had like the little mini perfume. So this is 0.2 ounces. So this is 0.33 fluid ounces, so definitely a little bit bigger, but I mean, this is a good amount already, you know, like you would know halfway through if you like this fragrance. So I think the same would go with these replica fragrances as well. Another Maison Margiela replica set is their memory box. And this one actually comes with the little sprayers, the little ones that you can like get samples of, you know. This one is actually on even more of a sale than it was yesterday when I did all the math. This is on sale for $19.50, but when I was doing the math on it, this was $39. So it's an even more of a savings if you get it on sale. So here, if you got it at $39, it would be a 26.97% savings, and you would be getting 0.6 ounces of each of these signature scents. It comes with Lazy Sunday Morning, Jazz Club, Beach Walk, Sailing Day, Autumn Vibes, When the Rain Stops, By the Fireplace, Bubble Bath, Under the Lemon Tree, and On a Day. So you get more of a variety in this one, a little less of a savings, but I would argue that if you really are on the fence, or maybe you're trying to figure out what kind of fragrances you like, this is a great way to kind of dip your toes in and see how you feel about them. The Merit Great Skin Skincare Essential Gift Set. So this one I really like. Again, I like it. So this comes with their brand new cleanser, which I know a lot of people have really been liking. I have this. They did send this one to me. I haven't played around too much with it because you guys know my salicylic acne cleanser and my benzoyl peroxide cleansers are like my holy grails. If I don't use them, my skin freaks out. But I did try using this as like a makeup remover first cleanse type of cleanser, and I think it works really well for that. But it doesn't get rid of my makeup as well as like a cleansing oil or cleansing balm. So that's something to note. If you don't require a specific face wash that has active ingredients in it, then this one would be nice. I believe this one has chemical exfoliants in it to help shed away like dead skin and all that stuff off of your skin anyways. So you would be getting 1.7 ounces of the cleanser, which is again this size right here. Then you would be getting 0.5 ounces of the glow serum and 0.5 ounces of the moisturizer. So they would be this size, also this size, which might help you visualize this a little bit better. The serum I really enjoy. I actually used it to prep my skin today for my makeup, and the priming moisturizer out of all of the products in this set is my favorite. That is one of my go-to priming moisturizers that I use for my skin. If I don't want to go in with like a really heavy primer, then I'll just go in with a light layer of this moisturizer, and it feels very creamy, and again it has a little bit of that oiliness to it. So for me and my oily skin, I don't necessarily need both the serum and the moisturizing primer. I just use the moisturizing primer, but today I decided to switch it up and I used the serum, and then I used a different primer on top of that. So this set, if you get it, you would get a savings of 16.81%. So not terrible, but also not like amazing. And another Merit set, which they actually sent to me, I was super excited about this one as well. This is the Merit Mini Flush Balm Trio. You guys know I really like the Flush Balms. So again, my taste in makeup has kind of been changing a little bit this year, and I would say that I kind of go for something a little bit more mattifying because my natural oils tend to make me dewy, which I do like. I like the way that my skin looks when I do get a little bit more oily, a little bit more dewy, but I start off more matte, so it gets to that point a little bit later in the day. The Flush Balms, I think the formula is still really nice because it gives you that nice sheen to the skin, but it also gives you a good amount of pigment. It's not just like oil or grease on the cheeks. They set down really well with powder, and they go on top of your powder really nicely. They don't like bunch up any of your powder. This one, I believe, has a limited edition shade, which again, Merit loves to do that with their holiday sets. So you get the limited edition shade Redo, and you also get the permanent shades Postmodern and Le Bon Bon. So these are super cute. Are you kidding? So fun. I would argue that if you are someone like me who has a larger collection, this Flush Bomb shade or size, I mean, is perfect. You don't need any more than this because this is going to last you a very long time. Here are the shades. You have Postmodern, Le Bon Bon, and Redo. Redo is beautiful. I would say that this is a little bit pinkier than the shade Fox, and Fox is my favorite shade within the Flush Bomb line, but this one I think is a little bit more pink, maybe a little bit more red than that one is, while that one is a little bit more peachy in tone. And I like the variety of shades. Postmodern and Redo do look kind of similar, but I think once you build this one up, it would be more of a berry tone on the cheeks. I would argue this one is worth it. This is $39, and if you were to get this, it would be a 16.04% savings. Next is another Way St. Bart's set. This one is the Mini St. Bart's body set, and this comes with all of them in the St. Bart's scent again, but it has the body cream, body wash, and body mist. If you were not interested in getting the hair care, personally for me, I would be more interested in getting this set versus the hair set, even though it's less of a savings. So if you were to buy this one, it would be a 16.53% savings. It retails for $36 and it has a $44 value without including the bag. This one definitely interests me, I'm not gonna lie. I have had the body scrub and I believe I had the body cream at some point. Maybe it's a red flag that I don't remember if I had the body cream or not, but I feel like the body wash would be really, really nice. You know, I actually don't need this set because I have the body mist, but again, if you are looking at getting something that is that St. Bart's scent, I would recommend this body set over the hair care set. Next, we have a Rare Beauty set. This is the Mini Rare Eau de Parfum set with vanilla and caramel. This is just the same fragrance in two different applicators. So you have the spray and then you have the roller ball. I don't know why you would want both. Maybe you would want the roller ball for like the look of it because it's like a mini version of the regular perfume, and you would want the spray for travel. I'm not sure, but this is $35. It retails for $45. And if you were to buy this one, it would be a 19.05% savings. This one is a kit that comes out every year, and it is one that I feel like I have recommended this one yearly as well. This is the same Mini Dew Blush Trio. It retails for $30, and you get 3 different shades of their dew blushes. I am a very, very big fan of the Say Dew blushes. I think that they are absolutely beautiful on the skin. They're some of the easiest liquid blushes to work with because they do have that more gel formula, so they're more flexible on the skin. They have nice pigmentation, but you can move it around very easily when you're blending it into the skin, and you don't have to worry about it drying down prematurely and having like a patch of color anywhere. I think they're lovely. They do again set down really nicely with powder, and they go on top of powder really well. These days I'm not sandwiching it the same way I used to. These days I am putting it a little bit on top of my powder so my powder can stick to my face more, and then I have like the dewy blush on top, if that makes sense. But in this kit you are getting the shade Baby, Sweetie, and Spicy. Sweetie is one of my favorites. I think right now my favorite shades are Cutie and Spicy, so you do get Spicy in here as well. These are great shades. Obviously they probably picked their best sellers again, and if you were to get this set, you have a 23.08% savings here. But honestly, even though it's not the best savings, I would recommend it because you get a good variety of the different shades, and they truly do kind of give you a different look depending on the color that you pick, and you cannot go wrong with any of these shades. So I think it's definitely worth it. I love these so much. We have a Sol de Janeiro set. I think this might be the first one that we're talking about within this video. It's the Drench and Dazzle Delicia Drench Body Routine set. It comes with the fragrance 59. So this comes with the body wash, the body butter, and the mist. I have the body wash and the mist, so this one doesn't really make sense for myself to get, and I'm not super interested in getting the body butter. It would be nice to have, but I'm okay without it. So you get the 3 ounce of the shower oil, which I love. It smells incredible in the shower, and because it's a body oil, it leaves your skin feeling very nice and supple and hydrated. And you get a 5 ounce of the body butter, which is nice because I feel like when it comes to body butters, the bigger the better. And then then a 3 ounce of the perfume mist. I still have the original perfume mist that I bought when they first came out. Oh, it's right here. And I don't need another one because I still have a good amount of this one left. This is such a beautiful scent. If you're looking for something that is definitely on the sweet side, but it's not candy sweet, it's a little bit more of a warm scent. 59, so good, so good. It smells lovely. I love wearing this on days when I feel like I want something that smells a little bit more feminine, and it's also a really beautiful bedtime fragrance. I was never really into wearing fragrance before bed until I started using like body mists that were a little bit more gourmand, and they're so nice. So with this one, if you were to get this set, it is a 27.01% savings. Okay, let's talk about another Tower 28 set. So we have a lip set. It's the duo. It comes with one of the Tower 28 lip liners and one of the Tower 28 lip jellies. I think of this lip jelly is exclusive to this kit. I couldn't really find it, but the lip liner is within their line. You get the lip liner in Paint My Number, which is the full size, and then the lip jelly in Lucky, which is also the full size. So these are both full size products. It's $24 and the value is $31. So if you were to buy it within the kit, not individually, you would be getting a savings of 22.58%. Okay, so we've covered all of the sets that you get a great discount on. We've covered all of the sets that you get a pretty good discount on, or just like an okay one. Now we're going to talk about the ones that I would categorize as like, it's not worth it if you're thinking that you're going to be getting a huge savings on. Yes, you will be getting a savings on most of these, but they fall under the category of being 20%. So unless you're interested in trying everything within the set, or if you're interested specifically in getting minis, because I know a lot of people are preferring to purchase minis versus the full sizes so they can go through them and, you know, have less clutter within their collections. Unless that is the reason why you're getting them, then I feel like maybe consider just waiting and saving up for the full size of whatever you want within the kit. But that's just my opinion. We do have, I think, one, maybe two that are like you're losing money on. So let's get into all of those. This one is from Dead Cool, and I believe this is the first time that we're seeing this set. This is the Mini Milk Family Deluxe Trio Fragrance Sample Set, and you are only going to be getting a 4.6% savings on this, but I still recommend it. I still recommend it because I am a huge fan of Dead Cool fragrances. They are some of my absolute favorite fragrances. Like, my heart starts beating harder when I think of Dead Cool and I think of the scents because they're so good. The DNA of the brand is so nice. I feel like it's a little bit more like of a skin scent, but with added layers to it. They are meant to be layerable fragrances, but you can absolutely wear them alone. That's what I do a lot. This one comes with the fragrance Milk, Extra Milk, and Mochi Milk, which, if you guys don't know already, Mochi Milk has definitely become one of my absolute favorite fragrances. It's so good. But these all come in the 0.33 ounce size, which is this size right here. But they come in like the mini bottles of the full size. So they don't look like this. They look like mini sizes of the full one, which I think, again, is so cute. But that's a lot of product. You get a good amount. You will definitely know if you like the product. You'll be able to use this for a long period of time, in my opinion, because I don't go through fragrances, especially these, super quickly. So you'll have it for quite a while. You'll be able to use it, and then you can later invest in the Dead Cool full-size fragrances. I'm pretty sure that Dead Cool has a Black Friday sale, so you would probably know by then if you want to get the full size or not. And they also have random sales on their sites as well. So again, even though it's a lower savings, I do recommend it because the products are so good, and this gives you a way to try the different scents and then like have them in your collection for a long period of time so you can figure out if you like it. The Glow Recipe Best of Glow Hues. So this comes with 3 products. This retails for $39. And this comes with one of their brand new products, the Glass Bomb in the shade Watermelon Bingsu. And it also has a 0.5 ounce version of the Hue Drops in Sun Glow, which is like their bronzy drops. I really like those. I think they're really nice as a primer. And they give you a little bit of warmth, but really not too much. And it blends into the skin really seamlessly. And then then you get a 0.4 ounce version of the Dewy Flush, which is like their liquid blush. That one is okay to me. I feel like the formulation of that one is too thin to really carry the pigmentation evenly. So because of that, it kind of will remove any foundation or concealer I have on my cheeks when I'm applying it. So I kind of have to go in with a light layer, let that dry, go on the other side, let that dry, kind of like layer it very, very thinly. And even then I can kind of see my freckles and stuff that I meant to cover with my foundation and concealer. So unless you are very interested in trying all three of these products, I would say maybe only invest in one, because you can get these in minis. And if you're only interested in one and not the other two products, I mean, you're not saving a ton, you know? So for this one, it's 11.88% of savings if you were to buy the set. So we actually have a couple of the In Beauty lip duos. They have like more of the sheer lip duo, and then they have one that has lip oils that are more opaque. I love the In Beauty lip oils. I think they are fabulous. I have a whole lip oil showdown video where I talk about these as well as my other lip oils at that time. These are lovely. I love the different scents. I love the different finishes, and I love the different shades that they have. Every single one of these look different from the other one, so I feel like it's so worth it. They really give you a good amount of color. I would say it's a sheer to medium amount of color just based on which one you get, because some of these in nature, again, are going to be more sheer than the ones that are meant to be more opaque. So the first that we have here is Candy Apple and Mystery Glaze. Candy Apple is going to be a sheer red and kind of looks like just a natural flush on the lips, and then Mystery Glaze, it has a little bit of a warm pink sheer tint to it. Really nice. These retail for $29, and I think that these are worth it if you're looking to add these two colors to your collection, but not necessarily monetarily. So this one is a 14.71% savings, and again, I believe that In Beauty Project has a sale every year for Black Friday, so maybe it would be more worth it to get those duos then. I think that they have these duos, if not the entire year, for quite some time throughout the year. But the second duo that they came out with, I'm pretty sure they had last year as well. It comes with the shade Cinnamon Bun and Cookie. These are going to be more nudie shades, so these for me are great to wear on top of a lip liner lipstick combo. Next is a set that I actually purchased myself last year, but this year they have different shades. So this is the Kosas Mini Blushes Life Trio gift set, and it comes with 3 of the shades, hence the word trio. This retails for $33. This kit comes with the shade Euphoria, which is already within their line, and then they have 2 new shades, the shade Dare, which is a warm peachy rose, and then Spellbound, which is a cool soft burgundy. So I almost impulse bought this one because I got really, really excited about the shade Dare, and granted, it is so beautiful, but I just bought the shade Wavelength from Kosas whenever they released 3 new shades the last time, and I feel like this one, while it would be more on the pinky side versus like the orangey side that Wavelength is on, I don't need both. I really want both, but I don't need them. And Spellbound, these shades just kind of look a little bit too intense on my skin tone, I have found. And sometimes they emphasize like the freckles and the sunspots that I have on my cheek that I don't want to emphasize. So really, I only wanted the shade Dare. But if you want all of these shades, then the savings you get from this set, let's see, is 13.30%. These blushes will last you a long time. Don't worry about like going through these too quickly. I do think that you're going to get a good amount of use out of them, a lot of wear time out of them, but just make sure that you want all of the shades. Next, we have another shadow stick trio. This is the Laura Mercier shadow sticks, and these, along with the Bobbi Brown ones, are some of the best ones, I think, at Sephora in general. They reformulated some of the Laura Mercier shadow sticks this year, and I think that it was a great reformulation. They're much more pigmented, they're a lot easier to blend, and they do set pretty well. I do still use a primer with both the Bobbi Brown and Laura Mercier shadow sticks, so keep that in mind if you are someone that usually gets more oily eyelids. But they have this trio set here, and this one comes with a limited edition shade in Rose Meringue, and then the shade Strapless in Wild Rose. This is going to retail for $34, and they are, again, mini shade sticks, so it's not going to be the full size one. For me, personally, I have the shade Strapless in Wild Rose. I like the shade Wild Rose a lot. lot. It's definitely more on the rosy champagne side of things, so you have to like the rosy tones on your eyes. And then you have strapless, which is more of a taupe, and I just personally don't really like taupes on my eyes. I feel like it really makes my face look pale, and it just like sucks the warmth out of my skin. So for me, in terms of the shades, I'm not crazy about them, but if these are shades that are up your alley, this is an option for you, plus that limited edition like pinky tone. And the amount of savings that you get off of this one is 11.11%. And again, these shadow sticks are going to last you a very long time, so I wouldn't be worried about using this too quickly. One that I was actually super surprised by, and we did the math on this like 3, 4, 5 times just to make sure that this was correct, and I'm pretty sure it's correct, but the Laura Mercier Mini Artistry Icon Loose Powder and Eyeshadow Set. So this comes with a duo. It comes with a shadow stick and the Laura Mercier powder, which you guys know, one of my holy grails. I love me some Laura Mercier loose setting powder. It's one of the best in the game, like point blank period, as far as I'm concerned. And this comes with a 0.0116 ounce version of the loose setting powder. It's just a translucent, which is my personal favorite. And then you get the Caviar Stick eyeshadow in the shade Rose Gold, which is again a mini. And this one you actually lose money on. It's a negative 241.09% loss. The size and amount of product that you get versus the cost that they put this at is just not worth it. Like, yes, it is a $42 value, but if you compare it to the mini powder and the mini shadow stick that they have, it doesn't calculate to being a savings. The stick values at $155 within the kit and $725 for the powder, so that's an astronomical difference if you compare it to the minis. So I was really surprised by that. I love these products. I love the powder, so I'm not like ragging on the actual products. It's just that this duo really isn't worth it. We have another fragrance, and from another one of my favorite fragrance brands. It's Fleur, and they have this Paradise Skin hair and body fragrance mist set. It comes with 3 different body mists: peach skin, vanilla skin, and beach skin. I have all of these. So this retails for $65, and you get 3-ounce versions of these body mists. So it's going to be this size right here, which again, I personally think is a really good size. When it comes to body mist, you probably will end up using more than you would with a regular perfume, like an eau de parfum or eau de toilette. But I think this is a great way to try out all of these fragrances. I love all of them separately, and they all smell so different. So if you're looking for something that has variety, I think this is a great way to get it. But again, the savings on this one is going to be 13.33%, so it's not the best. But when it comes to sets like these, I think you really get value out of the variety that you're getting, and being able to not have to commit to one size or one fragrance. Instead, you're getting 3 very different ones, but all ones that if you like one, you'll like the other. I truly think that about this set. We have a couple of Sol de Janeiro sets, and all of these have like a very low amount of savings, but you get variety. So I think that's definitely worth noting. So they come out with this one every year as well, the Sol de Janeiro Spritz the Season Cheirosa Perfume Mist Set. This retails for $39, and you get the scent numbers 62, 40, 68, 59, and 76. I think I've only really smelt 62, which is the original, and 59. I don't know, I get really confused by the Sol de Janeiro number mists and stuff, but this is great if you want to gift them. Maybe you want to split them up and gift them to separate people. Maybe you want to test all of these out. Maybe they're ones that you've had on your wish list, and it's a great way to get like mini sizes. These are going to be 1 ounce. Oh, I thought these would be like this. No, they're 1 ounce. So they're going to be a little smaller than this. Oh, that's surprising. Okay, well that makes more sense now that I'm seeing the size comparison. So this one, you get an 8.80% savings on that. You have the Sol de Janeiro original set. This is the Glow Ready With Me Bum Bum Body Routine, and it comes with the scent 62, which again is going to be their original scent. This retails for $69, and you get the body wash, body scrub, bum bum cream, and the perfume mist. So if you are someone that is ride or die for their original scent, this might be a really good one for you. Maybe if you're looking for travel sizes, or if you have just recently discovered this scent and you really, really like it and you want it in all of the different forms, this is a great way to get it. And again, if you want to like split this up and gift it, then you can also do that for this one. But this is going to give you an 8.99% savings. And you also have this Sol de Janeiro set with a tote bag. This is really cute. This retails for $49. It's a limited edition Sol tote, and it has body essentials with it. So it comes with the Bum Bum Cream, a 1.7 ounce version, which is this actually, this Bobbi Brown base. That is the size of the Bum Bum Cream. Again, like I said earlier, when it comes to body butters, the bigger the better. And I feel like this is quite small if you're really wanting something substantial. And then you get a 3 ounce of the perfume mist and a 0.4 ounce of the oil. So those are quite small, and you're actually losing out on this one. It's a negative 1.8% savings, but again, I didn't factor in the bag, so that's probably where that comes from. You probably don't lose out if you include the bag. Another set that includes a lot of stuff that I really love, the Tower 28 Mini SOS Skincare Bestseller Set. SOS spray, you guys know I go through this like a water. It is my favorite hypochlorous acid spray, and I know there are others on the market. There are ones that are cheaper. I have the one from Amazon, and truly, you guys, this one for some reason just works differently on my skin. It honestly feels lighter weight on the skin. It doesn't smell as strongly of like that hypochlorous acid, and it dries fairly quickly on my skin. I have no complaints with this other than the price. I know that the price is expensive, but when it comes to skincare and finding something that truly does work for my skin, as someone that is acne prone and oily, that is something that I think is worth investing in for myself. So for this one, you do get minis of everything. You get a mini of the Barrier Recovery Cream. I really like that one for nighttime on my recovery nights when I'm just using very thick hydrating products. And then you get a 1 ounce of the SOS spray and a 0.5 ounce of the SOS cleanser. If I had to rank them, the spray, the cream, and then the cleanser. This is nice if you want to test it out. Maybe you want something that is travel size and something that is quick and easy and probably wouldn't irritate your skin. So if your skin gets very irritated while you travel, this would be a great kit to look at. But the savings of this one is only 14.29%. Not terrible, not great, but I think it's really great in terms of getting that variety and getting to test out the different products. And lastly, the Touchland hand sanitizers. I know that seems silly to you guys, but I will say that 2 years or so, I did buy this set. I don't know if it was the exact same. Maybe they changed out the different scents, but I bought that and I still have some hand sanitizers in my collection. Actually, no, I think I finally finished my last one, and this was nice because I was able to gift one to my husband. I was able to give one to my brother-in-law. So this retails for $45, which really is not a great value because I believe that these hand sanitizers are like $10 each, and there's 5, so the value is $50. It's a 10% savings here. So it's not crazy good, but also it's a great way to just kind of get those Touchland hand sanitizers, have them in stock for when you need them. And I love a spray hand sanitizer. I started using these Touchland hand sanitizers when they first released, and then they got really popular and people made fun of them, and I didn't get it. Like, I think that these are really nice. They smell really good. They don't have that alcohol scent to them, and they don't feel like burning on the hands whenever you use it. It's very easy to travel with. They are very slim, and yeah, they are kind of more of an expensive hand sanitizer, but if it gets me to use my hand sanitizer more often, I think that's worth it. Wow, wow, wow. That was a lot of sets. I think that was everything that I wanted to cover within this video. Again, you guys, I'm going to be coming out with the Sephora Favorites Holiday Set Kit video, so stay tuned for that. If you guys are curious to see how all of those stack up, I'm going to be talking about the different like skincare, makeup, bestsellers, and all of the fragrance samples samplers as well. Of course, there's always going to be exceptions to all of these numbers and stuff. Only get the kits that you truly feel like are valuable to you, your needs, and your routines. That is always going to be the best value. I just hope that this shed some light and you guys have a little bit more clarity and you feel ready and excited for the holiday season and like you can take it on a little bit better versus feeling like, I don't know what to purchase, I don't know what to get, and then you end up just overspending, because that's the last thing that we want to do, you guys. Let's not do that this year, please. Me included. Let's chill this year. Until next time, you guys, take care. I will leave a video right here that YouTube actually thinks that you're going to be interested in based on what you've been watching recently, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.